Hi buds, welcome back to the channel. So I'm Jagmohan, I belong to Jammu. So in this video we're going to talk about why I didn't upload any video in last 2 weeks. Okay, so the thing is my grandmother got COVID. I live with my grandmother. So I thought I had COVID too, but I don't know because I was asymptomatic whole throughout the journey and I still don't have any symptoms. I got tested. I didn't get tested. I got tested. I just didn't get tested by RT-PCR. I got my rapid done and it was negative. But yeah, man, as I have spent 5 days as an attendant in hospital and four in my own house to a COVID patient. So this is all about my journey. Okay, so this gonna if anyone has this video, I'm gonna has COVID and I'll share some tips on this video and you can follow them if you live specifically in Jammu. It will help you a lot because I'll just guide you through. Okay, so 9 days before my grandmother developed symptoms of COVID. Okay, so for first they were very mild and we took all the precautions, and obviously it's Corona time, so COVID was the last thing because we everyone at our house was staying in and we were kind of in a lockdown from a long time. But somehow we don't know how or from whom she got infected, but she was actually developing symptoms. And after 4 days, her saturation, we were taking all the vitals, but under oxygen saturation kept going down. So what happened is we got her tested, we got her RT-PCR done, we got her rapid done, and both were negative. But still her saturation was low, so we consulted a doctor in Max Delhi. So he said get her on the fourth day the RT-PCR, and we were having the RT-PCR and rapid report. But on the fourth day we went for a CT scan, and in that CT scan it was pretty sure that it was COVID. So obviously obviously at once before entering the because there is too much negativity, and there is too much negativity around COVID. I totally agree to that, and I sympathize to the people who are losing their lives daily. 4,000 people are dying, but the thing is we don't get the real picture of COVID until we are in a ward. Okay, so I'm not saying that you don't need to take precautions, because yeah, it's a deadly virus and it's a pandemic. We are between a pandemic, but the thing is, we are actually we have I don't know if you have it or not, but general people, I didn't have it, but a lot people around me, people of my family were actually very scared to. They were not, let me put it in another way, they were not in a mood to get her into a hospital, but still we got her into hospital. The hospital is known as SMGS. It's Shri Maharaja Gulab Singh Hospital. It comes under Government Medical College Jammu. And if you have someone who is COVID positive, what you have to do is you have to take her, if you are living in Jammu, you have to take her to CD hospital, that is Session disease, which is just opposite to the Government Medical College, and they will refer you wherever the beds are vacant. And the thing is, there is a higher possibility that your rapid and RT-PCR came negative. But if you have the symptom, you should consult a doctor. It's no The last thing is they will get a CT and you will get the reports. And to be very honest, yeah, this part may be offensive to a lot of you, but the 5 days which I was in hospital were kind of my best days in this whole year. I know this sounds very offensive. Yeah, I was actually cool because I know the stats, and I'm a man of. I don't like maths, but yeah, stats are actually a part of my life. So I knew 90% of people are going home fine. So I don't need to take, because she was not on oxygen. She was just on. They installed cannula, and she was getting some steroids, her regular diabetic insulin, and I'll not go into detail, but her medication was normal. She was not on oxygen, but yeah, she was under surveillance. It was just then, and it took 5 days, and now she is at home. She's fine. She's walking and talking. But yeah, she developed some weakness due to the COVID. But it was the journey, and I learned so much. And I want to share everything out of it. And yeah, man, the hospital I was in, man, obviously I'm a medic, so I actually befriended some doctors. It was actually the hospital has ENT, gynae, in pediatrics it's a child hospital, you can say. Okay, so we have ENT, pediatrics, and gynae. It's OPDs and emergency, and we have a labor room. Then we have CT X-ray, all the radiology stuff, and we have the OT, and we have anesthesia. Okay, so we have this all. We had this all. We have and had this all these sections, and my English suck. And this is a spontaneous video. I have not written anything down, so that's why I think the video will get pretty long. I think it will be 20-25 minutes. Bear with me if you want to listen the whole story. But if you are just for the tips, that's how. Just go to CD Hospital. And man, let me just share it. That man, it's fine. I went to the ward. I spent 5 days. In that week which I was there, there was no casualty there. There was not a single casualty in that ward. There were 32 beds in that ward, and 32 beds, and I went there when there were 32 patients, but when I came back there were only 12 patients and 20 beds were, and I don't know or because it's been 2 days and I was resting for 2 days. Yeah, I'm pretty lazy. So it was COVID, man, so I was kind of resting. So but the thing is, man, everything is good. And man, how let's come back to the question that how it was the best days, because I was surrounded with the people where I want to be. I want to work at a hospital. That's my dream, man. And man, I was kind of getting pretty frustrated because you know in COVID everyone is getting, man, it's the best time for. I know I should not rant, and I am very grateful for whatever I possess, and I have a lot of possessions, let it or physical comforts. There are many people which are suffering due to COVID, and I get that. But the thing is, the COVID is actually we are social animals. I'm not a kind of more of a social animal, but still we have social animals, and it's been a long time we have met anyone, and we have shared our views. Yeah, on it, except on internet, but still. So but it was the best day because I met a guy. I met some PGs, I met some final year students. I talked to them. I talked about different topics, how they handled that, how there are a lot of curiosity in your mind, that how do you survive, did you do you get paid, how much you get paid, how much, where are you staying. Okay, so let me just answer some of the questions. I'll take another question which I have actually 2 or 3 docs that I will bring on this channel and talk to them. I actually made friends, so I will take these friends on this, and I am actually thinking of starting a kind of podcast, not a weekly, not daily. It's a monthly podcast. Only one podcast will come. Yeah, it's a very slow process, but I think for medics it will be good. And man, I talked to them, and the amount of positivity, and man, they work pretty hard. They work pretty hard, a lot hard, because you can't stay in a PP. I was just wearing a surgical gowns and 2 pair of gloves and double mask, and I was sweating. And we had proper ventilation, but we didn't had ACs or something because they are COVID. So the only fans were there, and when you have to wear PPT, and inside the PPT you are having clothes, and man, it's like you are wrap your head around a plastic, man. It's very suffocating. And now I want to talk about some stuff that, man, there is a national media, there is a lot of I got a notification, that was I stopped, sorry. So there is a lot of negativity. I will address it as negativity or uh, negative publications, or man, I'm not getting the word, but you get me what I'm trying to say. So there is a lot of stuff that I want to talk about, or I observed. People are like that doctors are getting paid, so they have to do their work. And many people are like, if a doc, man, you can't breathe properly inside a PPT, you are sweating a lot, you can't open your mask, you can't go to washroom because you are 2 to 3 hours straight you are wearing a PPE and checking every patient. you don't have any sleep. If you go to rest 15 minutes in, you were just asleep for a little nap, and your subordinate, the person who is working with you, is on round, and you are just resting for some time, that you kind of lose, you are feeling very sweaty and very tired. You lie for 15 minutes and there are bangs on your door, and the attendants are saying do this, do that, and the people are like, aren't they getting paid? Man, I say, you are not touching your patient. Some attendants don't even, yeah, attendants are allowed, I know it can be it is not a good, yeah, some people are actually not very careful and precautious, so attendance should not be allowed. That would be the ideal situation. But yeah, man, some patients require special care, as my grandmother, because she has broken legs. So attendants are actually allowed in COVID wards. Yeah, they are. Yeah, I know it sounds shocking, but yeah, they are, and in Jammu they are. So, but the thing is, they are actually, if I have to work, man, you are not even touching the patient. And if I say to you, there was, I remember a person who was kind of talking to me like this, but I was in my mind that, okay, buddy, you are an associate professor, you are educated, you have links, but I give you 1,22,000, double what the doctors are getting. You just go wear this PPE and attend patients only for 6 hours. Forget 12-hour shift. Just go for 6 hours, and I'll give you just for a month. Do it straight, okay? And now let's come back. And man, look, man, there are actually some errors which are not in our hand. Let it be. Let it be. Let me clear the air. When we insert a cannula inside a vein or artery, okay, I don't know it's vein or artery, I'm not a specialist, I'm not in the med school right now, so I don't know. But the thing is, I know this much, that sometimes it doesn't go in, because in old age person, you don't find a nerve, you don't find a vein which you can put the cannula in. It's simple like that. It's no rocket science. Okay, the thing is, it takes tries, and no matter how much you are aware, how much you are alert, sometimes it takes 1 to 2 try. And if it takes, let us say, a gigantic number, 5 tries, what has the patient lost? Just a little pain. They are saving their life. You can't abuse someone that they are not able to control what is not in their control. That's very dumb logic. Okay, so yeah, let's quit this topic for a while, and I want to talk about something else, and that's BaBa Ramdev. Okay, so I think many of, or all of us, have seen the interview on Aaj Tak, where there was a debate, which 42-minute debate, which BaBa Ramdev talked about. 20 minutes he talked about Coronel and everything, and there was a stash of Coronel that was being advertised, and the show was sponsored by Coronel, and the doctors were asked very idiotic questions by the anchors. And then there was a video which is circulating around, which says allopathy is a very stupid science. 100 doctors got killed. If they can't save themselves, how can they save anyone else? And then there was and man, what to expect from BaBa Ramdev? The man says homosexuality is a problem that can be treated by yoga. What do you expect out of this kind of a person? But still, man, I want to actually clear the air. Yeah, man, he misrepresented the facts. Okay, first of all, man, the man is an idiot. No, uneducated chap. Okay, man. Now some will. I know, if I'm talking about this topic, I can be lynched. But man, the thing is, there is actually a difference. Whole lot of people, which I talked about, the general public, not the doctors. A lot of whole general people confuse a science with a pharma company. BaBa Ramdev and company is a pharma company. Patanjali is a pharma company, not not the ambassador or something related to Ayurveda. Yeah, they are promoting it, but the thing is, they are not the science. We have actually a whole scientific community of it. We have doctors, and my grandmother's brother is actually a very good practitioner of Ayurveda. He is actually very popular in this state, and I know the science. But the thing is, the man is actually man. I don't want to give a bad word, but just let me just put you some let me just give you some facts that IMA has published. Okay, so 269 doctors were uh, died, or whatever you want to say. I don't want to use the word died, but killed in action. Let us call killed in action. I know it may offend someone because we use it for soldiers, but they are also soldiers. Okay, so in second wave we lost 269 doctors, and in first wave we lost 748 doctors, and man, we have lost 17,000 healthcare professionals in this war with this coronavirus or in this pandemic. And that man mocks that 1,000 doctor died, and out of that 1,000 only 3% were double vaccinated. And what the statements which the man is giving is that no one can arrest me, anyone's father can't arrest me, किसी का बाप भी मुझे उठा नहीं सकता. And man, it's pathetic. I will just link a video of News Laundry in the in in the description. You may watch the whole thing. Okay, man, I'm not left winger, I'm not right winger, because man, I am apolitical. I am not saying allopathy or homeopathy or any science is better than other. All I'm trying to say is the man is an idiot. Okay, so man, let us talk about government. Man, do the government is doing the right thing? Man, government fucked up. Let it be any sort of gathering. Let it be the relaxation which should not be, which should there was a very lack of we can say bureaucracy, or what's the word, man? Leadership sucked, man. I can say this. And man, let it be Bengal election, let it be any public gathering, let it be relaxations which government gave, which should have not been given, or let it be, it's when you are a leader, you have to lead by example. The first or second lesson when you learn from the army. And I don't think they have led by an example. uh, our prime minister was like, you impressed me. Wherever I see, there are people in the in the peak of corona. So I don't know what to say, but man, I can say this much, that our healthcare professionals are trying their best to save us all. And man, it's a very high percent of chance that you will come alive home if you turn yourself on time on hospital. And I have actually witnessed 20 people go from a very low oxygen concentration to getting discharged and getting rapid done and coming negative and going home completely fine. So please go to a hospital, and there are ample amount of beds. There is, I don't know about any other state, I don't know about anything else, but I know that there are beds in Jammu and that are available. And if you turn yourself into a hospital, you will get treated right. And the hospital staff is actually working pretty hard to keep everything aligned. They are actually pissed because they are not able to go home. They are staying at hotels. They are not able to eat well because they have to get their sleep. They are extremely tired, but somehow they are managing, and they are trying to do their best, and they are saving a lot of people. 90% of people are getting saved. So please turn yourself in a hospital, and please don't spread coronavirus. If you have coronavirus, it's not a joke that you go to a friend and hug him and then say you are also corona positive. It's not a joke. It's a life death situation. And man, my sympathy to the people which are losing their lives. I know it's not, man, there is a whole bunch of negativity that you will go to hospital, you will die, and that's not true. But it's there is there is also a part of media which is saying that corona is no joke, and that's also true. But we should not confuse the both of the two. Hospitals are completely safe. You should turn yourself in if you are infected. Man, now later I have actually talked to a lot of doctors and got so many answers, but I think that I will cover them in a separate video. Okay, so I know I have this is a very slow video. I think most of you know what to do when I'm talking slow. Just put the video on 2x, but still. And man, what else to speak? I have actually a lot to speak, but I'm kind of restricting myself because the video is over 20 minutes and I don't want to make it a half an hour video. But yeah, this is my journey, and the lessons I learned was that you can trust the doctors. Go to a hospital. If you are in Jammu, go to CD hospital. They will get you the best treatment wherever the beds are available. There are ample amount of oxygen in our hospitals. There is no oxygen shortage in our state. I have noticed it, and I have actually noticed it. And now I want to talk about a little about vaccination, and then we will end this video and we will talk about some announcement. Okay, man, if any of you is interested in studying bio, I am actually waiting for my graphic tablet. I have ordered it. Whenever it will come, we'll start a new channel. I'll give you a link in the description of my next video. I am going to teach biology every week, one chapter. Okay, we'll deal a chapter every week, and a little bit of chemistry will also deal with it, and it's free of cost. It's on YouTube. If any of you are interested or know someone who might be interested, you may just share this information and they can subscribe both to my channel. Second channel is actually in process. It will come. And now I want to talk about vaccination. There is a lot of people that say many people are dying due to vaccination after getting vaccination, not due to vaccination, I'm sorry. And the thing is, man, I have a very simple analogy that I want to give you. You know, you are gonna die if you end up in a car crash. There is a high probability that you will die. But if your car has airbags and seat belt, you are wearing a seat belt, and you have a strong windshield, whatever we say, that shield which is in front. Okay, so is the probability less or more? It is just the extra layer of protection. That's it, man. You know that you can have after having unwanted 72 or any medication that mess up with your any birth control. Okay, so you can still expect a baby, but you trust that, and or after wearing a condom, you can end up having a baby. Then after you trust that process, so why not vaccination? It is an extra layer of protection. We are not saying that you will not die. We are saying that the probability that you will die will decrease drastically, not increase. Okay, so why it's so hard to believe that? Because all the doctors are getting vaccinated. They are, if anyone knows science more than the common people, they are the scientific community, or the doctors are part of scientific community, and they are getting vaccinated. If something is wrong with the vaccine, why doctors are getting vaccinated? Because they are the one who created it. And it's not like if you don't get vaccinated, we'll fire you or something. Because the person who is, man, it's a very dumb logic, and I don't want to discuss it. I actually talked to some people in hospital, and I got these dumb excuses, and I was kind of trying to explain more in depth, but the thing is, I realized that I'm making a fool of myself. The thing is, if you don't want to die, just get vaccinated. I don't want to use MF or FN or some, you get me, in my video, but I want to actually say it very loud because they are very dumb people. I have a lot of stories from the 5 days because I was just sleeping for 6 hours. For 18 hours, I was awake. I was chit chatting with doctors. I was chit chatting with nurses. I was chit chatting with patients. So it gave me a lot of experience, and I'll share it with them, with you. And about the series that I was kind of gonna do, I will kind of procrastinate about it. We are just it will take me a while because obviously when I had to shoot, I was in the hospital, so it will take me a while. But for that time, I have actually 3 to 4 videos planned, and after 3 to 4 videos, you get my point. The video will come after a month. That's all I'm trying to say. Bye bye. Take care. Stay safe and stay inside. Bye.